Good evening, everyone. Hi, Dino, and thank you very much for coming to Greece in this difficult time and supporting us and for this noble cause here. Also, thank you for another mesmerizing performance, as we just saw. I'm always very touched by your performances and your person. I wanted to ask you, I know that you don't talk a lot about your acting process, but as an actress myself, I wanted to ask you, when you approach your character, does your body and senses and instinct guide you first? Do you approach it physically first, or do you use your mind or mentally?
I think I suppose that the whatever is that happens, it tends to be divided into two parts. The first part is to learn as much as you can, to absorb as much as you can. In this case, I came to it with absolute ignorance of everything to do with his life, of that the political history of that time, and the origin, indeed, of the political system of the United States. So there was a lot to learn. And at a certain point, there's a line drawn, an invisible line drawn in the sand, and you only really know when you've crossed that line, when it's happened. And that's the point at which you move from an objective attempt to look at and absorb that life that you're exploring, and then the subjective experience of trying to experience it through another man's eyes. And what I tend not to do, because it's easier to talk about it that way, is I don't try to dismember that life into its component parts in the hope that once I've worked on the voice, the body, the mind, the spiritual aspect, that somehow I can bolt all these pieces together at the end and expect them to take life. I try to allow a sense of that life, or growing towards that life, to happen all at one and the same time.
Okay, thank you very much.